Can you guys hear me now? Should be working now. All right, so I had a great great intro. Said some stuff that was extremely funny. It's a shame you missed out on that. This is gonna really be really weird. Like when I upload this on YouTube, it's gonna be really weird. People are gonna be like, "What the hell?" The views on this one is gonna be real bad. Anyway, let's go. Basically, what I said was we're gonna go through the markets. We're gonna go. Oh man, I just woke up and I'm super tired. All right, so we're gonna go through the markets. We're gonna look at the crypto market, the forex market, and we're gonna do some weekly trade planning. Basically, what I do is I go through all the markets and I make a list of what. I'm never gonna repeat that. That's gonna be yokes that is never gonna be repeated. Be forever. There's probably gonna be some guys. Some persons probably going to try to read my lips. All right, so let's start with Bitcoin here. Again, and you see what I did here. I had my orange list right here, and I removed everything, right? So I removed everything I had in my orange list, and the idea here is to go through all the markets again. Is it echoing? Oh man. Let me know if there's anything wrong with the sound. Oh man, I don't know what's going on here. Should be good. All right. If it's not, if it's unwatchable, if it's just really bad, just let me know. I'll have to maybe restart the audio engine or something. Anyway, Bitcoin, not much is going on. Not good yet. All right, so let me see if I can. All right, can you guys hear me now? How's this? Is it better? Yeah, I know. I was muted, but now it should be better. So let me know. Let me know if this is better. Same echoing. It shouldn't be. There shouldn't be an echo. Oh man. What's going on here? Wait a minute. It's this one? Might be. Let's see. All right, good. Finally, sorry guys, 5 minutes of not doing anything. All right, so we had a pretty clean rejection here on Bitcoin right here, on this very clean resistance right here. And obviously, we're now hitting that low time support right here. I mean, the obvious move here for Bitcoin would be to continue lower, right? That would be the absolute most obvious thing to do. Also, note the fact that if you add a fib here from that high to this low, you'll see that that last wick on the 4 hour, it actually came up and it filled the reload zone perfectly right here, right? And it looked like it was a very clean rejection, right? So it kind of makes sense to see Bitcoin actually move lower, right? It really does make sense to see Bitcoin move lower here. But then at the same time, it's also, it's Sunday. Usually what happens with Bitcoin and the crypto market is very rarely does the weekend move see follow through on the coming week. So basically the Friday evening, Saturday, and Sunday price action, in my opinion, quite rarely see follow through on Monday when the markets open. Well, of course, markets open on Forex market open on Sunday evening, depending on where you are in the world, but Monday, right? Monday, because obviously the important market opening is also the European Open and the stock markets of the world. So you have to take that into account as well. But the plan, Bitcoin is definitely part of my plan for next week. So I'm adding that to the orange list, right? There's not much going on here, but there's something going on here. So I don't really have a trade setup, but what I have in mind is a short, a possible short, and that would be something something like this, right? But I don't really have a perfect idea of how that will look, right? But it's definitely something. So looking at the altcoin market, I've had a couple of interesting, bullish scenarios on the altcoin market, but obviously with Bitcoin having that very clear rejection, it's just not valid anymore. It's just not interesting. So I don't think altcoins are where we should be focused at this point. We'll look at BAT, and yeah, I mean it's still possible. So if Bitcoin starts reclaiming the monthly open and something like this whole area right here, if that happens, Bitcoin starts to reclaim the 4-hour moving averages and something like this, yes, all coins like BAT and Comp might actually do something right here. I mean, we look at Atom right here, and last time we looked at Atom, we were trading here at the monthly open, and we wanted to see a move up to touch the weekly open and then come down and bounce off the monthly open. And we're actually seeing something similar of that nature happening right now. We also have very clear resistance area here, so it could be a break and retest off that level. So Atom is still in a sense interesting, and but not. And the reason why I have all coins here at green is because I want to separate the Forex market and the major altcoin, basically the Forex market, the stock market, and Bitcoin. I want to separate that in the orange list, and then all coins in one separate list, because I have different layouts in TradingView for trading all coins and trading the Forex market, and I'm also putting Bitcoin in that category of the Forex market, not because it's like the Forex market or not a Forex pair, but I'm trading Bitcoin the same way as I'm trading Forex, and altcoins is a little bit different, and the altcoin list is most likely going to be bigger. So that's why I have the green list for altcoins and the orange list for Forex and Bitcoin and pretty much everything else in the legacy markets. But this, Atom is looking good. Let's go through this list again. Abe is not looking good at all. So let's just remove that one. We've got Algo, not looking interesting. Anchor, not interesting. Litecoin, nothing here. So let's see if we can actually find something interesting. Theta, no. Civic, nope. So what I will have to do on Monday, and I'm probably going to do that live as well, is I will do a complete market scan of the altcoin market, because right now I'm only really seeing 3 altcoins of interest, and BAT is interesting from a medium to long-term perspective. If we do break and retest this major level right here, you've seen me short BAT for many days now. And it's just that's what trading is all about. You have an idea and you wait and you wait and you wait, and most likely it's going to get invalidated. So you look for new opportunities. But if it gets validated, we'll potentially have a trade here, right? Comp is more a short-term trade where we're looking for a break and retest of the monthly open area right here, and that would potentially take us higher to the local highs at around 55 and the daily 50 EMA. And Atom, I've already showed that one. So that's for the crypto and altcoin market, right? We know we are looking for a potential short on Bitcoin. That short would invalidate these longs on altcoins. But if the short on Bitcoin gets invalidated, these longs on altcoins might get validated. Let's look at the altcoin indices or indexes in indices, the altcoin index. Yeah. All right. Not looking good in a clear downtrend, shit perp downtrend. Everything's just dying, so not looking very strong. And this leads me to believe that we need to break the market structure, the local market structure of these indices, or at least the altcoin perp here, to see some upside in altcoins. Right? And that's not happening at this point. Let's go over to the Forex market, because crypto at this point, we have a general idea what we want to see and what we want happening. And we'll update that thought process, if you will, on Monday, tomorrow. So let's go through the Forex markets. We're going to go through is it this one? I have so many lists, I don't even know which one is the right one anymore. This is the main one. It's a 50 pair list, including some of the altcoins, some crypto here as well, and stock indices, commodities. But let's look at the Forex pairs first and foremost. I open up the chart and I see this. It's like the perfect setup, right? Absolutely believe, like, I really, really love this one. So, by the way, guys, there's not a lot of people on the live stream. So, I left the Bird Nest a couple of days ago, right? And so the reason for leaving is, I want to, like, I want to do my own thing, right? I want to, go my own. I want to be 100% totally independent, not work for anyone, not have a boss. Not like, I want to be totally independent. And trading can really create that, right? Trading can really create that. But at the same time as leaving the business to pursue my independence as a professional trader, I also really like, I really do enjoy mentoring people. I really, really do enjoy the educational part of trading. I really do love it. And one reason I do love it is because I've been getting a ton of positive feedback, and people that have been reaching out to me, asking me about, my future as a trading educator or mentoring. And I do have, like, loose ideas of how I want to proceed in the future, to try to, like, in a very organized way, build a learning structure, so that you guys can basically just copy what I'm doing, right? And so if you're interested in what I might or might not be doing in the future, you can reach out to me on Twitter, and I'll add you to a list, and I'll be able to reach out to you if or when I do decide to get something going, right? Because there's been a huge interest. So I'm thinking, let's just, let's gather some interest. And if there's big interest, I might have something going on. So I do currently have a very small group, exclusive group of like previous students from the Bird Nest, and we've actually discussed this setup right here. And I didn't take this setup, but this is like a perfect example of what I want to see in a trade. Absolutely beautiful, right? So I pull up this shot and I watch this, and I'm like, I'm a little bit pissed that I didn't take this setup. But then again, you have to watch it for what it is, right? And you see this candle right here, and it actually, it closed at 11 p.m. Yeah, 11 p.m., which means I'm not at my desk, and I'm probably in bed, which means I would have missed out on this anyway. I would have missed out on this anyway. So, but still a great example of what we're looking for. And same thing on AUD right here, very nice looking chart here as well. But this and in this one, actually, I could have actually it would have been that one. So, and this one closed at 3 in the morning. So, like, you have to, when you see a setup working out almost perfectly, you have to also make sure that before you go and get all frustrated over the fact that you didn't take the trade, like, make sure you were actually available and was possible to take that trade, right? Because you got to be honest with yourself. Like, you got to ask yourself, like, would I have actually been able to be available to take this trade. And if not, nobody cares, right? You shouldn't care about that. All right, so these are the setups, and AD CAD worked out beautifully. So let's remove that one. We don't have to watch this anymore. ADCHF. Well, you know what? Actually, I need to make a video. I actually need to make a video describing these. So let's add back all of this, and then we'll make a copy. ADCAD review video, and then we'll have the AUD-CHF review video. AUD-CHF review. Right. So now we can remove this, and we'll start looking for new setups. So this one is quite clear, right? So what we're looking at here, and this is going to be part of our, this is going to be one of our plans, right? So I'm adding two different trend lines right here, because I think both make sense, and I like having multiple trend lines giving you an area of interest. We add the fibs from the high to the low, and let's assume that this is the low. So we have one move, hit the resistance, and then one move to the downside, something like that, and we might hit this general area right here. That would then be the trade. So how would the setup look like? Well, right now it would look something like this, right? That would be a beautiful trade, a really, really good trade. And that is part of the plan, right? Part of the weekly plan. That's what we're looking at, right? We're expecting AD-CAD to, well, we're not expecting anything or any pair to do anything, but if AD-CAD comes up and tests this level, we are most likely going to go short if there's confirmation of an entry, and we will trade it all the way down here. So we'll add a alert right below the 50, because the entry trigger could happen on the 50 as well, right? Depending on where the 20 or the 50 4-hour EMA is. So we'll add an alert right here, and I'm going to say on that alert, I'm going to say look for entry. And this week, I've decided to be extremely picky and disciplined in the way I look for trades, right? And also, we add an alert lower in case it actually breaks lower, and we might want to readjust the fibs. So that's to the orange list. AUD-JPY, do you have a trade here? No. AUD-NCD, nothing here. AD-CHF, that's a good one. I like that one. So here we have something very similar to the previous one, which is basically going to be this, right? So we'll add that to the orange list as well. Now this is the same pair, right? So we have to divide risk if we do enter both of these. AD-USD, obviously quite interesting here. We'll add an alert here. Let's add an alert on AD-CHF as well, somewhere in this area, and one lower. Then we have CAD-CHF. Well, it's I'm just going to add alerts here. So one here and one above here. CAD-JPY. This is interesting, right? This is interesting because we might want to go long on this, right? Because remember, we're looking at a couple of shorts on AD-CAD and AD-CHF, which means we might want to go long on. Yeah, this makes no sense. Different pairs. Never mind. Never mind what I said. So this might be a good long, right? And that long might look something like this, right? So that is part of the plan as well. Now, next week, you see all the setups right here. And next week, these are the only setups I care about, right? These are the only ones I care about, especially on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Because the other ones are probably going to take a couple of days to, develop some price action worth trading based on my system. But this is perfect. I mean, this looks absolutely great. So that's the orange list. CHF JPY, look at this, nice, looking very good. Actually, the entry of this trade was here, and then look at that. I mean, god damn it, look at that perfect hit of the TP. Did I take this trade? No, I did not take this trade because I'm an idiot. But still, look at this. I mean, oh man, It does not get more perfect than this. It does not get more perfect than this. And I don't know why. It's just magical. The idea of using the minus 0.618 as a last take profit is just, I don't know, like it's magical. So there's something here. There's no clear trade setup right now, but there's definitely something here. So I'm adding that to the orange list. Now we'll go down to the euro pairs, and same here. There's something here, but not sure exactly what. So I'm adding that one. I forgot to add alerts here. So we have one alert here, one alert here. AUD, UAD, one alert below to alert me whatever's happening, and one above the local high to make a new, like add the fibs. Somebody's coming into the office, apparently, kids. Here's a rejection. Vad jobbar du? Kan inte komma in nu. Vad är det? Har du skadat det eller? He wants to show something. Får jag säga plåster? Vad fint. Men du vet vad? När jag jobbar, då får inte du vara här. Det vet du. Stäng dörren och gå upp till mamma. All right, so here's a very clean rejection right here. This would have been a beautiful short, right here on the 4-hour bearish engulfing right here on the 20 EMA and the 4-hour. Very nice, very nice. Now hitting a major support area right here. And our trade idea for next week would obviously be a break and retest of this level. Obviously not this big, but something along these lines. So I'm adding an alert here, adding that to the orange list, and down we go. Look at this goddamn setup. Again, you see Euro CHF hit that minus 0.618 as perfectly as CHF JPY. Just look at that. I mean, there's a reason why I'm using the minus 0.618 as my last take profit, because as you can see right here, this is the level that got hit prior to a reversal. Same thing here. This is the level that got hit prior to a pretty decent bounce. Now on I've already made a video on this, so I can remove this, right? So the next idea here, what are we looking at in terms of Euro CHF? Something like this, right? So we want to see, well, actually current prices might actually be something. Let's remove that trend line. I don't even know why I'm using trend line that often. I don't really care about them anyway. So here we have something interesting, right? We'll add a resistance area here, and we might see price kind of continue this move higher up here, and that might be a trade. Or we're going to see prices continue lower from current levels, but that's not going to be a trade. Why that's not going to be a trade? Because it haven't hit the area of interest, but it's still something interesting going on here. Euro GBP. Yeah, I don't like this. Euro JPY. Nope. Euro NCD. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Let's ignore that one for now. Euro USD. Nothing here. GBP AUD. Nope. Like I'm very picky, right? So I need it to be very, very clear. GBP CAD. GBP CAD, we got something. Putting alert right here. GBP CHF, also something. Alert here and here. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. When it's a range, I don't care. But there's quite a few here that's not ranging and actually looks like it's pretty decent trends. So we have a few interesting ones right here. USD CAD, CHF, maybe USD JPY. I like this one. All right, so now we got to commodities. Silver, obviously, silver is interesting for this move, right? Where we're going to look for a move up to the 50 or the 0.618, confident with the last support area. That's going to be the trade. Gold, same thing, but it's closer, right? So we have some level around this area right here, and that's going to be the level of interest for potential rejections. We got gold, orange list. We got oil. What's oil doing here? Let's remove a couple of drawings here. And for oil, I think it's quite obvious what we want to see here. We want to see a break and retest of the daily and 4-hour moving averages for a move higher. We do currently see a potential double bottom pattern with higher lows, which I like. So that's something we're going to be looking at. That's all to the orange list. And now we have Nat Gas, which is just going crazy. I don't want to short this, but I should. Let's not trade this one. Euro 50, nothing. Nothing. Nothing here. Stock indices are not looking very interesting. The DAX, the German 40, is looking quite interesting, so we're adding that to the orange list. All right, so now we move to the orange list, right? So this is my last part of scanning and the trade planning. So what I want to do now is I want to divide this into two different categories. Section 1 and Section 2. Section 1 is the trade setups that might, where there's likely a trade setup in the next coming days, right? And Bitcoin is not one of those, so that's the second list. AUD CAD is the first one. AUD CHF is the first one. CAD JPY is one. CHF JPY is actually also, well, that's a 2. What I mean by adding them to the first list is it's very clear exactly what I want to see. If it's very clear exactly what I want to see, it's to the one list, right? The first list, I mean. That's the second one. Second, and this is quite clear. I know what I want here, but it's going to take a while because it needs to break down and then it needs to have a rounded retest. It's going to take a couple of days, so it's better to add that to the second list. This is actually a 1. GBP CAD is, I think it's a 1. GBP CHF is a 2. NCD CAD is a 1. NCD CHF is a 2. That's a 1. USD CHF is a 2. USD JPY is a 2. Silver is a 1, while gold is a 2. Oil is going to be a 2, and the DAX is going to be a 1. All right, that's it. So a weekly trade planning. It took me 30 minutes to be exact, and this is also 30 minutes while doing a live stream. So if I would be doing this without doing it live for you guys, without all the talking, it would probably take like 20 minutes. So this is what I do on a weekly basis. Every Sunday I go through all the markets and I categorize my orange list into 2 groups, and I look through the altcoin market to kind of get a good view of the altcoins. Tomorrow morning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this list once again and more detailedly add some alerts and see if anything works out, see if any of the prices starts moving in the direction I want them to. And I then might have to reorganize this orange list. But the main focus for next week will always be these ones right here. All right, so I'm going to make a couple of screenshots and write a couple of descriptions, maybe record a video for, like I said, I do have a very small group of a private chat with a couple of previous students where we all trade, we all trade the same system and look at the charts in the same way, so we're all on the same page, right? And it's really cool to have that group to kind of also ask other people, what do you think about this one, because we know exactly what we want to see, right? It's pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for joining. And if you do have any questions on anything that I've covered today, you're free to reach out to me on Twitter. You know where to find me on @Lips42. You send me a DM if you have any questions or need help with anything. Other than that, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend without trading, because you're in the crypto market as well, which is open 24/7. So you need to really take that time to not trade when you have the time to focus on yourself, because you know, as a trader, and especially as a professional full-time trader like myself, it's extremely important that you focus on your own physical and mental well-being. Because if you want to be a successful trader, it's all about trading psychology, right? So it's all about being able to tap into the flow state of mind, that you know, that trading in the zone, um yeah, that zone, the zone. All right, that's it. Take care, guys. See you guys in the next one.